Hello, hello, Astropic here, and we're going to take a look at my Twink Queen. So I've gone through and looked through all of my mules, and I've got way too many mules. And collected primarily uniques. I don't think I have any set pieces. No, it's all uniques, all unique. And what I'm looking at, I think level 15 or 16 was the cutoff point, just to see what all I could find that was something that you'd put on towards the end of Act 1, right? So you've gotten through your primary levels and you're really starting to move and can start putting on some real equipment. So that's what I want to take a look at here, is all the Twink gear for Diablo 2 Reimagined mod. So first, I've just been playing around with this assassin. She's kicking some butt with these charge up skills. I've been just using Fist of Fire, which is more than enough damage. So let's take a look at some of the Twink gear so far. So currently I'm running with the Murdering Bloom, which is a wrist blade, 8 to 16 damage, 25% chance to cast Charge Bolt, level 5 Charge Bolt, when you kill an enemy, which is just a little bit of extra. +1 to all assassin skills, increased attack speed, and a little bit of cold damage. So it's, I mean, at level 15, it's a pretty good wrist blade. Also, level 15 is this Crimson Cry Hatchet Hands, one-handed damage, 3 to 24. Increased attack speed, fire damage, prevents monster heal, +2 to shout, and hit causes monster to flee, which, well, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of. But I got shout, so warns of impending danger and improves the defense rating of you and your party. So if I want to increase my defenses, I got it there. I can do that at level 15. Begin's Bonnet, that's one that we're all pretty aware of. I think if you've already played Diablo quite a bit, it's a great helmet to have, especially with that mana. Amulet, Psych Shroud, +15% run walk, and 10 to energy, 24 to life, 22 lightning resist. The main reason I want to wear this is the faster run walk, just because I like running fast. But having 20 to energy, or 20 to mana and 24 to life really helps too. Armor, running with Stink Shroud, a hard leather armor with +1 to assassin skills, +2 to Tiger Strike, which I'm not using Tiger Strike, am I? What am I using? Yeah, I could use Tiger Strike. But I like Fist of Fire because there's more area of effect damage. My gloves are Blister Pain leather gloves, 15 increased attack speed, +5 to max damage, 12 to 18 fire damage, prevent monster heal, 33 defense, and 45 to fire resistance. These gloves are pretty baller. Let's look at our rings. We got a level 1 Might Aura when equipped. This is a requires level 3 ring. So as soon as you hit level 3, you can throw this on, which is ridiculous. +5 to strength, +11 to life, +5 max damage, and then, yeah, the Might Aura. So you're just running around with that extra bit of damage. What does that change me from? 5796 to 6112. Pretty decent bump. Other ring is Nameless Fear. Requires level 11, 10% increased attack speed, 15 enhanced damage. Let's look. So without these rings, I'm 57 to 94. It really doesn't do much. 15 enhanced damage. Just +2 to my max damage. The might does quite a bit more. Anyways, increased attack speed, enhanced damage, prevents monster heal, which I've got, what is that, on 3 different things? Yeah, I'm definitely preventing monster heals. And then hit causes monster to flee. Again, not my favorite, but I'm using it and it's not that big of a deal. Belt is Ivy Wrap Sash. Some more damage there. We got 23 poison damage. Slows target by 10%, which I enjoy, I appreciate. Poison resist 35, which is great for Act 1. 10 to magic fine, poison reduction, poison length reduction, and some defense. Boots, Treads of Thon, or Thon. Level 15 required. 30% faster run walk, enhanced defense, defense versus missiles, 10 to life, and slower stamina drain, which honestly you don't really need in this mod, just because it drops so slow even at level 1 with nothing on. So that covers all the things that I've just been wearing on this character, and there's a few charms that you can use as well, which I'll break those out for us to take a look at. So Nightshade is a level 6 required large charm with +15% faster run walk, 5 to 8 cold damage, freezes target, and +16 to life. We have the Peacemaker large charm, which I'm pretty sure I got this off of Uber's. +5 strength, +5 dexterity, 20 to life, and 20 to mana. Level 15 required. Autumn's Avatar, Level 12 required. 3 to max damage. That does a lot. Look at that. 105 to 112. 3 to strength, 13 life, 12 to mana. And then our Colin's Lesser Might Small Charm, which I probably need to upgrade. I think that's it for charms. Let's take a look at some of these other items. So we'll look at Helms first. This one's really cool. Devourer of Dreams. It's a level 13 required skull cap, 15 faster cast rate, +1 to warmth, and that goes on any class, right? That's not just on sorceress. Knockback, +20 defense, replenish life 4. So that's really nice. Next one we're going to look at is this level 8 required Hawk Helm, Copper Bite. +1 to druid skills, 39 poison damage over 4 seconds, 56 enhanced damage, or a defense, +12 to defense, and a ton of poison resist, 55 poison resist. And it repairs durability, so if you find an ethereal one, you're not completely out of luck. Silver Skin, this one drops quite a bit. +3 to shape-shifting skills, 25 to faster run walk, 10 to 15 cold damage, +17% deadly strike, freezes target, and damage reduced by 9 with some defense. It's a good helmet, and I think the shape-shifting drops between level, like a +1 to a +3, so this is a good drop on Silver Skin. Blood Brother Wolf Head only requires level 4, and it's kind of ridiculous. 8% life stolen per hit, +3 lycanthropy, or lycanthropy, I don't know how to pronounce that. +3 to werewolf, enhanced defense, +25 life, and +20 to mana, all at level 4. That's a pretty ridiculous helmet. Chaos Kin Jawbone Cap. This is one of the first items I found that was unique. Requires level 6, +1 to barbarian skills, +10 to max damage, hit causes monsters to flee, +50%, 10 to defense, lightning resist +17%, damage reduced by 5. Level 6, that's a great helmet for level 6. So now we're going to start looking at some of the armors. Steel Flesh, Ring Mail, +1 to barb skills, some enhanced damage, +5 to sacrifice. I kind of want to test that out. So that's sacrifice for a barbarian, not just for paladin. And damage reduced by 12%. That's nice. This would be good to have for hardcore. Juju Flame, this is another one of the ones that I got early on. 25% chance to cast a level 4 teeth when you kill an enemy. So you're dropping some teeth every once in a while. +1 to sorcerer's skills, 37 defense, and I added these 2 sockets to it. Level 17 fire bolt, so you could shoot off 200 of those and go broke trying to repair it. I don't know if I would ever use that, but I mean, at level 8, using a level 17 firebolt's pretty cool. So there is that. Dark Glow Ring Mail. We all know about that one. I'm not even gonna really, I mean, I guess I can go into a little bit. +5 max resist on all resist, +10 to all resistance. Some defense against melee, requires level 14. But yeah, this is in vanilla. Ogden's Shroud Leather Armor. Level 13 required, 20% faster hit recovery, lightning resist 25%, 3% experience gained, and 100 extra gold from monsters. Nice to have if you're just getting started. Let's look at some shields. Start with the Necro. Blanched Death, Preserved Head. Level 8 required, chance to block's 28%. You've got 8% chance to cast level 4 teeth when struck, so you're just popping those off. +1 to Necro skills, +3 to Skeleton Mastery, +2 to Amplify damage, defense based on character level, and some cold resist. So at level 8, that is dirty. Like +3 to Skeleton Mastery and +1 to all your Necro skills. That's nice. Scalp Hunter, this one requires level 15, +3 to curses, faster cast rate, faster block rate, increased chance of blocking, damage reduced by 8, enhanced defense, and 15 life after each demon kill, which isn't helping you too much. I mean, it helps in Act 1 with all the fallen you're killing. This one's probably more for the casters out there. I mean, you got a higher block rate and you're increasing your curses. I don't know. I honestly don't think I would use this, but it's here at level 15. Death's Witness, Zombie Head. Chance to block's 46%. Level required is 9. +1 to Necromancer skill levels, 25 faster run walks. You pulled me in with that one. Faster cast rate, increased chance of blocking, enhanced defense, and poison resist. So I would take this one over the +3 curses personally. And it starts at level 9, so it's just overall my preference. Let's look at shields. We got Grip of the Gorgon Run Dash. Chance to block 56%, +1 to offensive auras, which was really helpful for those Holy Fire Paladins. Hit causes monsters to flee, 58%. Targets, or slows target by 23%. Enhanced defense and +25 to strength. That's crazy. I don't know why you would need that strength so early on. You can use it at level 10. What's it require? Requires 26. So yeah, I mean, honestly, you could probably just not put points into strength for a while until you can get rid of this, which is nice. I mean, if you're playing hardcore, that gives you more vitality right up front. Trader's Mark Buckler. This is level 5 required, plus 10% increased attack speed, 15% faster block rate, 20% increased chance of blocking, 25% enhanced damage, 3% life stolen per hit, and then plus 27 to defense. This is a nice shield, especially getting that attack speed out of this buckler. Chance to block is 45%, and getting some enhanced damage and life leaps. It's a great buckler. It's a good starter. Pelta Lunata, I think this is also a vanilla shield, so I'm not going to go too heavy into it, but it's level 2 required with a really high block chance. So another good one for hardcore, especially with plus 10 vitality and plus 10 energy. Like, this thing is great to have. And our last shield, Secret of Steel Heraldic Shield. Chance to block is 60%. You got 25% faster hit recovery, 25% faster block rate, 15% chance to block, 75% enhanced defense, plus 34 defense, damage reduced by 16%. That's great. And then minus 15 to requirements. Also really nice. So your strength required is only 34. Level 15 is the required level. I mean, if you compare this with the Gorgon here, so you've got +1 to offensive auras, which that's your damage. Strength, your chance to block is 56%. Go over to here, chance to block goes up 4% more. You get some faster hit recovery, damage reduction, but you can't use it until level 15. In all honesty, I'd probably still go with Grip of Gorgon for the damage and the fact that you can use it pre-level 10, and that 25 strength gives you a ton more health. So I don't know. That's a toss-up. I'd probably go with Grip of Gorgon personally. All right, let's take a look at some of the gloves. We all know about Chance Guards. I say that you might be watching this and not know. So this, I mean, in vanilla, this is your go-to Magifying gloves because it goes up to 40, I think. 40, yeah, 40. But you also get some attack rating out of it. Gold Fine, Blood Fist, again another vanilla glove, but this is a great. This is my favorite thing to find on the start of a new season because you've got increased attack speed, you've got faster hit recovery, minimum damage, and 40 to life. I love that for a pair of gloves. Requires level 9. Forgot to mention, Chance Guards requires 15. Fiend Feast, level 14 required. You got 50% damage to demons, 50% damage to undead. That undead damage is really going to help in Act 2. Plus 6% mana stolen per hit, which is really nice. Damage reduced by 8% on gloves. That's dirty. 15 Magic Fine. Overall, it's a good pair of gloves, especially if you match it up with your Trader's Mark and get that 3% stolen life per hit, so you've got dual leech between the two. Level 5 and level 14. But then again, there's Blister Pain, which I've already talked about, but 15 increased attack speed, 5 to max damage, 12 to 18 fire damage, prevents monster heal, and 45 to fire resist. I'd still go with Blister Pain, I think. Let's look at boots. We already looked at our Treads of Thorn. I'm going to assume that C's silent. Treads of Thorn, that just sounds better. So we got the increased 30% faster run walk, which to me is my favorite part. Over here, we can look at Angel's Tread, heavy boots, level 13 required compared to the level 15. You got 25% faster hit recovery, plus 2 to defensive auras, which not super helpful for a starting paladin. Plus 1 to prayer, again, not super helpful. But you get that all resist. 19 to all resist and 46 on fire resist and 16 magic vine. The only thing this thing is missing is run walk. But if you're pulling in run walk from other things, these might be a really good pair of boots to kick off with, especially in hardcore with that resist. Next up, we're going to look at belts. We already looked at my Ivy Wrap over here, which is a really nice belt. 23 to the poison damage. You got 10 magic fine, poison resist, slows target. And then there's also Spirit Seeker, which is 50% damage to undead. Again, in Act 2, this is going to do a lot more, so it might be worth switching over to it in Act 2. Regen mana 50%, 23 to mana, 4% experience gain, and reduce all vendor prices 5%. Overall, it's a great belt. requires level 12. Sad part is it's only a +4 slots, same as my Ivy Wrap. I need some lower level, bigger belts. In terms of weapons, we'll start here since I'm on my Assassin. Storms of Spring is level 13 required. One-hand damage is 11 to 20. 8% chance to cast level 5 charge bolt when struck. Cool. 15 increased chance of blocking, so that's nice. 10 to 15 lightning damage, 126% enhanced damage, so it does 11 to 20, and then lightning resistance. Overall, it's not super impressive compared to these other two, because on this one I get +1 to skills and increased attack speed and 6 to 10 cold damage. On this one I get 20 to 32 fire damage, 25 to increase attack speed, and a +2 to shout, which is nice. I think these two beat out this one, in my opinion. Not a big fan of the Storms of Spring. But I would probably use it before I get to these two because Storms of Spring is level 13 required, where these other two are level 15. Let's look at some of these other weapons. So we've got a couple of axes. There's Lung Reaver. It's a double axe. One-handed damage is 13 to 33, requires level 14. Faster run walk. Oh, I love that. 7% chance to steal life per hit. Slows target by 10% and 2 sockets. I don't remember if I put those sockets in or not, but it might have been me who put those in. Overall, good axe. Gore Flood, 10 to 27 damage, +3 to your masteries. I think it's all masteries. For Barbarian. 4% life stolen per hit, -6 to enemy fire resistance, and 45% chance to open wounds. Not bad for level 10, especially if you got 2 of these and you're just bumping those masteries up. Get a lot more attack rating and damage out of them. Let's look at some of the swords. We've got Fiend Slayer here, which I found an ethereal one. I haven't found the non-eth one yet. 20% increased attack speed, keeping it at fast attack speed. 155% enhanced damage, 200 damage to demons. Got some attack rating against demons. All resist +20, really nice. +5 life after each demon kill. It's alright. At level 13 though, this thing is killing it. 33 to 63, but that's with ethereal, so it'll be a little bit less, but it's not eth. Let's look at Prisoner's Anguish. This is a Dirk, not Dirk the Diggler, but Prisoner's Anguish. One-handed damage is 8 to 31, really nice. Adds 6 to max damage, that's why you get up to that 31 as opposed to 25. 6% life stolen per hit, 50% chance to deadly strike, +2 to poison dagger, +3 to weaken, +3 to amp damage. Overall, that's pretty solid Dirk. It's too bad the poison dagger build just still does not work. I put a little bit of time into it and it just wasn't worth it. So next sword we've got is the Skewer of Krintiz. Saber, 7 to 19 damage. 15% enhanced damage, 3 to 7 damage, ignores target defense, 7% mana stolen per hit, 10 to strength, 10 to dexterity, level 10 required, so overall not bad for level 10. I'm always imagining the start of a season, and to find that on the start of a season would be really nice. Chroma Blade, Saber, one-handed damage is 12 to 23, also requires level 10, 20% chance to cast a level 4 Firebolt when struck, so that's nice, just popping those out 20% of the time every 5 hits. Min damage, max damage, enhanced damage, -100 to requirements. So as long as you hit the level requirement, you can wear this thing. And our last sword is the Simpering Sword, Crystal Sword. It's another really nice sword. Level 13 required, 100% enhanced damage, +5 to 10 magic damage, +3 to 6 cold damage, +50% deadly strike, and a little bit of magic find to go on top of that. Be nice to throw some sockets in there just to throw a little bit more damage, and I bet this can get you easily halfway through Nightmare. Two-handed sword, we've got Deathlust, requires level 12, and this one is for Necromancer. Very fast attack speed, level 12 required, 20% increased attack speed, 142 enhanced damage, got some crushing blow, deadly strike, and +2 to skeleton mastery. I don't know if I'd use it, to be honest, especially when you've got so many other possible items to use. I mean, this has +3 skeleton mastery, +1 to skeleton skills, and it's only a one-hander. But I mean, if you find this early on and you're running a necro, it might be worth your time. Bardich, Knave's Ascendance, 2 to 63 damage with 136 enhanced damage, 39 to defense, 15 strength, 10 dex, 10 vitality, 35 to life, so you get a lot of life out of it, which is nice. It's overall okay. For level 10, I think it'd probably be worth using if you don't have a whole lot of others. But there's also the Dim Oaks Hue Bardich, which is 20% increased attack speed, 100% enhanced damage, 15 to dexterity, -8 to defense, I'd probably go with the Knaves over Dim Oaks. Then you've got Overseer or Ore Seeker Vogue, which is 14 to 51 damage. You get some gold find out of it, reduces all vendor prices, magic find. Ooh, level 5 find item. That's cool. I wonder if that would be worth using. There's also a belt that gives you find item later in the game, but it's also not a low level item, it's a higher level item. I think it's a battle belt. So yeah, not bad, especially the lowering of requirements, because being able to use this level 14 with only 33 strength, I mean, just about any class can be able to use that. Zealot's Branch Spear, two-handed damage, 6 to 33. Ooh, plus 3 to Zeal for Paladin, but that sounds kind of fun. I kind of want to run a Spear Paladin now, just to try this out. 10 to Strength, 10 to Vitality, Poison Resist 15, and some attack speed. You can use that at level 12. It's not bad. And then our last two-handed weapon is this Mirthbringer Broadaxe. 23 to 43 damage, level 14 required. 10% chance to cast a level 3 Inner Sight on striking, which is... that's a little helpful, I guess. Cold Resist, plus 21. Poison Resist, plus 21. XP gained, 5%. Pretty good. Level 14. Let's take a look at some of these throwing axes. We've got Tongue Cutter Throwing Axe at level 10 required, plus 1 to Barbarian skills, 5% mana stolen per hit, 5% life stolen per hit, increased stack size, and replenishes quantity. Quantity's 425. Nice. So level 10, you've got that. At level 6, you've got the Solstice Edge Throwing Axe, which is 12 to 24. Just barely less damage there. Adds 3 to 9 fire damage, has some knockback, magic find, increased stack size, replenishes quantity, so that's 410. So you're not running out of axes with these two. You'll just be throwing them for days. Next up is the Oakheart Spiked Club. 14% enhanced damage, 28 to life, replenishes life, damage reduced by 6, damage reduction of 8%, magic damage reduced by 3, and 50% damage to undead. Overall, it's alright. I'd use it at level 9. Bow, we have the Carrion Wing Hunter's Bow, 140 enhanced damage, plus 7% max damage, 200 damage to undead, 4 to 7 cold skill, and then plus 20% to fire skill damage. So if you're running the explosive arrow Amazon, this is going to be super helpful. You get 20% more damage. Now let's take a look at the last bit of jewelry we have here. We've got the Eye of Khan, level 3 required. Max damage of 6, plus 5 to strength, plus 8 to dexterity, 30 to life, and 28 to mana. I just love that it's a level 3 required. It's adorable. Naggle Ring, everybody's aware of. It's just your typical magic find ring. The Vanquisher, which I did corrupt this and I don't remember what I added to it. I want to say it was faster hit recovery. But without the corruption, I'm pretty sure it's 25 increased attack speed, 20 faster cast rate, enhanced damage of 50%, plus 10 to max damage, 5 mana stolen per hit, 8 life stolen per hit. And I think the mana and life kind of range a bit more. The Vanquisher that was one of the first amulets I found that I just fell in love with. I used it a ton, especially on my Holy Fire Paladin. Nokazak's Relic, everybody's aware of that one. Requires level 10. Mantled Ring, again, it's a pretty typical one. Mana regen and mana stolen per hit's generally why we'd use one of those. Amulet of Warding, this is level 12 required, 5% increased chance of blocking, 13 to all resist, damage reduced by 6, 38 defense, and magic damage reduced by 6. So it's a very defensive amulet, good to have, especially if you're running through hardcore and you find this guy. And then our last amulet, Eye of a Lich, level 15 required, another really good amulet. You find that early on, it's great to have. There's a few more items. What else is there? All right, a few more that I almost missed here. This one, we've got the Luck Chaser Pilum, which is level 11 required, and you can use this on either Barbarian or Amazon because you get a +1 to Barbarian and Amazon skills here. Increased attack speed, 79% enhanced damage, 1 to critical strike, light resist is 25%, and increased stack size, which is 425. Next one is the Liege Reaver, level 15 required, +3 to martial arts, which I really should be using since I'm doing a martial arts build here. So I'm probably going to switch to this one at some point soon. 5 to 10 damage, 150 to attack rating, 33% chance to open wounds, and repairs durability, and then self-repairs durability. So if this were to drop ethereal, it'd be nice to have. And then there's also this Elven Heartband, which is a little bit higher than what I was aiming for here. It's a level 18 required, but my gosh, look at this. It's 5% life stolen per hit, 22 to life, damage reduced by 5%, 4% experience gained, and 20 to magic fine. God, I love that. That's such a good ring. It's not in this range that we're doing here, 12 to 15, 3, you know, but at level 18, you know, you're probably halfway through Act 2, and this thing kills. All right, let's see if I've missed anything else that I wanted to talk about here. Have a drink of my coffee. All right, just got a few more here. Number 1, we've got the Grace Hunter, large axe, level 8 required. 20 to increase attack speed, 115 enhanced damage, 6% mana stolen per hit, 75 to gold fine, 20% to magic fine. Overall, not bad for level 8. These were the javelins, and I think there's another one too you can still find as well. I remember there being a lot of unique low-level javelins, but this one's level 3 required. 9 to 22 throw damage, 4 to 13 one-handed damage. That's really nice. Adds 3 to 8 damage, helps a lot there. Because it's usually, what, 1 to a lot less? I don't know. 71 defense, plus 20 to life, damage reduced by 4, magic damage reduced by 3, and 11% chance to increase block. So overall, these are a great pair of Javs, especially for level 3. We've also got the Queeze Spreader Eagle Orb, level 11 required, very fast attack speed, not that that matters for a sorceress, plus 1 to sorceress skills, increased attack speed is 25%, which I don't know why they added that on there, but whatever. Adds 8 to 16 damage, adds 1 to 30 lightning damage, plus 25 mana, and lightning resist 47%. So overall, I think you'd be punching people with this thing, but you also get the plus 1 to the skills as well, so it's a good melee as well as Sork Orb. Last one's the Corgina's Orb, Sacred Orb. This is the only set one I'm talking about. There's probably other set ones that are decent, but I saw this one and figured I'd throw it in there because there's not many Sork items that are low level. Level requirements 15, plus 1 to Sork skills, and 2 to mana after each kill. It's decent, it's alright. And I think that about covers it in terms of items that are below level 14. Primarily for twinking up and starting up a new character. So these are some of the things to keep an eye out for if you've got too many conversion orbs. These are some of the items that you can upgrade. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Twink it up. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and take it easy.